Hey guys, just want to do a quick video in regards to the word gratitude and how we should apply it more to our lives. Sometimes as human beings, we're hit with a bunch of different scenarios where we tend to forget where we are in life and where we were. It happens to me all the time where I get caught up in a bunch of situations where I overthink things. I overthink a certain negative thought and I expand that thought to like a million. I dissect it to like a million different other thoughts, and I don't know why my brain works that way, but I think us as humans, just as regular human beings, we forget how we should be grateful for where we are. I think we forget, and there's a difference between being ungrateful and there's a difference between being forgetful, I guess, because personally I am grateful for my life. And sometimes a few bumps on the road, such as maybe your son getting sick or maybe your pet dies or something like that, you start drowning in this negative state of mind and you start overthinking it and you tend to forget. You need to constantly remind yourself, kind of like a punch in the face, to tell yourself, hey, you know, it's not as bad as you think. Personally, I think us as regular people, and it probably happens to a bunch of other people, we forget where we are and where we were. And I mean, it happens to me a lot, but I have to go back to that state of mind. Also, being ungrateful can lead to a lot of negative things and negative thinking. Negative thinking can cause you to do irrational things and negative things. Just the other day, you know, my wife was telling me, hey, you know, when you start thinking negatively and you start getting angry and you start, you know, complaining about some petty shit, you need to remind yourself, like, you have your kids, you have food, clothes, water, you have a roof over your head. And also the consequences to being negative and ungrateful are really bad. Like, if you know you're okay in life, like there's people that are homeless right now and they have to beg people for money for food. The other day I gave a homeless guy like 50 cents for the fuck of it, $1, so he could buy himself a cheeseburger at McDonald's. And it also gave me an eye-opener on like where I could be and I'm not. Like, for instance, I don't have a license, but I do have a bike and I do have legs, so I shouldn't be drowning in these negative thoughts. Oh, why I don't have a car, why I don't have certain things the way they are. Oh, you know what, he doesn't have a job right now, I'm probably an ungrateful piece of shit. I'm probably a piece of shit because I'm a dad and I don't have a job. These are the thoughts that constantly run through my head. But I also remember that I am not using drugs, whereas if before I used to use a ton of drugs, and I'm actually, for once in my life, sober. Everything I take is medical. So I also have to be grateful for that, because things could have turned out way more worse than what they are. So I think us as humans should realize that personally we need to be more grateful, because life circumstances can change at any moment. I need to take my own advice, because I do not take my own advice. I spit advice to people, and I don't even watch my own videos sometimes because I'm so caught up with what's going on in life. Unfortunately, I have to remind myself every day to be fucking grateful, because things could be worse. Have a nice day. Like, comment, or share.